type weapons in the game, you can change their visuals, their materials on them to be one of these different gunmetal skins. There's a ton of different color options here. I'm not showing you all of them, but there are quite a few. There's even some that are kind of taking advantage of the base look of the pipe weapons, but then also just kind of looking like a worn or fading paint job on top of it. I really like those. And there's other ones that are just kind of properly painted. They look totally different with a paint job on them. I really like this. These are quite high quality. Obviously, this mod author is updating these. I know he wants to apply them to even more weapons outside of the pipe weaponry. And I imagine you're going to see a lot of these mods coming in the future. I know there's a few other mod authors working on similar things right now. I personally think it's really cool. It's a fairly small file to download, and honestly, it does make the weapons look quite a bit better. The pipe weapons are typically pretty basic and generic, and this is actually going to be integrated into the level list also, so you could see a raider using like a blue gun or something like that. This is actually a really cool one. I almost didn't include this because it was only released today and I was almost finished with the video, but the Cobra Officer's Revolver is going to add in this cool looking revolver, but it's actually a plasma revolver. That being that it does shoot plasma blasts. I really like the subtle look of the revolver. It kind of looks like a standard revolver, but there's a few green tints or green glowing things here and there that actually tell you it is a plasma revolver. Outside of that, it is largely pretty basic. There's a few tactical mods you can apply, a scope, a sight, a bayonet, things like that. There's also a ton of weapon skins that have like tactical camo, so like desert and things like that, but I'm not personally a fan of those, and I just like the black version as well as the silver version. I think the black version looks the best with those green highlights. In combat, it is just a normal revolver. I was actually using none of the combat bonuses here, despite being a high level. That's why it's taking so long to kill enemies with this. It's using these standard revolver animations as well as actually firing plasma cartridges. So yeah, personally, I think it's pretty cool. I really like this gun. I like revolvers in general, so I might be a bit biased, but hopefully you guys do enjoy it also. Then we do have the very long sought after and awaited Caravan shotgun. This is one we've been waiting for a little while now and very hyped for. Before we jump into it, I really wanted to show you how qualified I am to actually be making this video and coverage on it.
Swapping. Nice.
Down to 15 seconds. Op 4, last operator standing.
So yeah, obviously I know my stuff. This of course is going to be one of the most common and abundant weapons that did appear in Fallout New Vegas. This mod's actually part of Fallout 4 New Vegas. It's largely a simple weapon. You have a few modifications like shortening of the barrel. You could have a few different textures on it, but they're all very similar, just kind of different tones or tints. And it just is very functional. It has really crisp and nice animations. The textures themselves are top notch and it's fun to use. I mean, it's kind of like a double barrel shotgun, but you know, flipped the other way. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this, so I don't think there's too much need to sell you on it. Download it now. It's coming to Xbox One very shortly. Then we have an update to and a port of the Cross Courser Strigaday. So I of course showed you guys this last week or like 2 weeks ago. It's a really cool new Institute Courser armor. It's going to be integrated into the level list as well as having a bunch of cool effects. It was just ported over to Xbox One and in addition on PC.